Hello everyone, we are Group 2 and today we will be presenting on Good Pizza, Great Pizza. Good Pizza, Great Pizza is a cooking simulation game where players manage a pizza shop. In a typical minute of gameplay, you are taking orders, selecting ingredients, and assembling pizzas. Speed and accuracy are key in order to satisfy customers and earning profits. Our participation played both tutorial and advanced levels, which helped us explore several research goals. In our research, we focused on identifying usability issues, evaluating tutorial effectiveness, measuring order interpretation accuracy, and analyzing task completion. Each of these areas gives us insights into where players might struggle and how to enhance their experience.
We conducted 60-minute sessions with 6 participants, recruited from the facilitator's social circles. And then, in order to be eligible, participants must have owned an Apple mobile device, have never played the game Good Pizza, Great Pizza in the past, and had to have some sort of experience playing mobile games in the last 2 years. During each session, participants were first introduced to the study and given the eligibility screener as well as the consent form. Then they were tasked with a 30-minute gameplay session where in the first 20 minutes, participants were to play from the start with the tutorial. And then in the last 10 minutes, participants were then switched to another device to play at a more advanced level of the game. This was then followed by a semi-structured interview regarding their gameplay experience and then closed off by a final wrap-up debrief. The findings from the sessions were then compiled and analyzed, and then prioritized based on number one, their frequency, how often and with how many participants it occurred, their impact, their relevance to research goals, and then lastly, their persistence.
Now we will go over the 4 top issues we identified during our analysis. First, we have an unreasonable interface design and button layout, which we rated as a high priority issues. All 6 participants report challenged with the MyPad interface due to small and poorly placed buttons near the screen edge. This made accurate tapping difficult, disturbing gameplay flow, and breaking immersion. The likely cause is that the interface isn't fully optimized for various screen sizes, especially on smaller phones. Our recommendation is to increase button size and adjust the UI for mobile and tablet screens. Moving on to the ingredient identification and consistency issues, we also mark as high priority. 4 participants struggled to identify ingredients because they look different on the pizza versus in the ingredient boxes. And the lack of labels add to the confusion. It caused mistake and increased frustration. The root cause seems to be a design focused more on aesthetics than functionality. To resolve this, we recommend adding label to ingredient boxes and making sure consistent visual across interface. Issue 3 is about customer feedback. We rate as medium priority. 3 participants note that they could only judge pizza quality based on customer expressions, which didn't provide enough information to improve. This lack of specific feedback limits players' ability to correct a mistake. This issue is likely from a simplified feedback design, so we suggest adding detailed feedback like icons or test cues to guide players in improving the pizza making process. The last issue is the lack of comprehensive tutorial coverage, also medium priority. 3 participants discovered key features such as the pizza recipe book only later in the game because the tutorial didn't cover them. This lack of guidance impacted efficiency when handling complex order. The tutorial currently focuses on basic gameplay, overlooking advanced tools. So to address this, we recommend expanding the tutorial to introduce additional features like accessing to the recipe book, so players are better ready for complex tasks. Aside from the top issues, we also identify several remaining concerns through our research. These include difficulty dragging pizza to the oven, limited access to the ingredient list, frequent ad interruptions, challenge with placing ingredients, and some confusion with tutorial description. That's the end. Thank you for your listening.